Port of LA, fondly known as America's port, the busiest in North America and one of the busiest in the world. I am delighted to be joined today by the Executive Director, Gene Soroka. 10 years of leading the port, so many changes that you have seen, so much growth. There is the on-dock rail expansion, is there not?
This is really important. Think of all these big ships that come to the Port of Los Angeles. About a third of the cargo stays here in Southern California. Another third gogoes out to the Inland Empire, to that large warehousing and distribution district that we have, where we reassemble goods and ship them out to the rest of the country. These distribution centers in the interior of the country are very important to us. They can go to any other port in the country and still get to Chicago. We want those containers coming through here. So over the past 2 decades, we've built a rail network that allows us to unload a container from a ship, put it directly onto a rail car, and get to one of those 14 distribution centers faster than anybody can do it. More recently, we've built 6 miles of new rail track on our causeway at the Port of Los Angeles, 5 new rail sidings, a bridge, and a gateway now, which expands the opportunity for us to handle even more rail cargo to the interior of the country. Truly a game changer in our industry.
Where is the port when it comes to environmental issues?
This is work that has to happen every day, and that's what we believe on the environmental side of our business. Back in 2006, we put in the first ever Clean Air Action Plan to reduce emissions while growing cargo and jobs. To this point, we've cut diesel pollution 90%. Now, to get after that last 10 percentage points, we have an aspiration to be the first ever zero emission port complex in Long Beach and Los Angeles. We're the only port complex in the world to have on paper date-specific goals of 2030 for port operations and 2035 for heavy-duty truck movement to become zero emissions, the only in the world.
There's also an opportunity for folks to enjoy the waterfront and what the port has to offer. What are some of the things that you're most proud of that the port offers?
260,000 residents live in the 1-5 district of Councilman Tim McCosker. It's an awesome responsibility, but it's been so great to see what's happened. Earlier this year, we kicked off our summer festivities with Fleet Week, and we welcomed the aircraft carrier, the USS Carl Vinson, to remember those who came before us and offered the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. And then for the 4th of July, we had our first ever Olguin drone show, 500 drones, which is much more environmentally friendly than fireworks, that just lit up the southern Los Angeles skies. Tremendous event. Earlier this year, during Lunar New Year's celebration, opening up the Wilmington Waterfront Promenade. That $77 million project brings our community closer to the waterfront in Wilmington, and more to come for the balance of the year.
How can people find out what's happening?
You can look on our website at lawaterfront.org to see more about all these amazing activities and waterfront development we have. And also go to the portoflosangeles.org to see all the fresh statistics about how much cargo is coming through, the jobs we're creating, and folks from our neighborhoods talking about what the port means to them.